Here you ended up getting the submachine gunner, a gunner, rifleman, standing shooting, bazooka team, mine detector, driver, radio operator, and mortar team. So that's what you got with the motor carrier with the anti-aircraft 50 cals in it. Also with that, you got the Tips on Building Dioramas by Shepard Payne, and they're black and white, but they're pretty cool, and it gives you ideas on how to convert and make dioramas for your vehicles. So that was the motor carrier. Then the M8 armored car, which I'm not too sure about. We just got the directions. We didn't get anything else other than these two gentlemen here. And that's our M8 armored car right there. Then we have a very cool 2.5 ton cargo truck, 6x6, which we used to call deuce and a halves. So the deuce and a half, you have your directions, and with the deuce and a half, you got a machine gun team, motorcycle messenger, a guy sitting down on a rock, and the walkie-talkie radio operator. That's that group there, and I'm missing the guy that sits on the rock, but the guy that sits on the rock, he's right there. He's also in with the infantry figures. So he's taking a break. Now, you end up getting tips on building dioramas with this as well, and you got the truck, mail call, and it looks like jarheads. You can tell by the camouflage on the helmets. And they were used by the U.S. Infantry Model Kit 8213. So they put that together. And of course that's by Shepard Payne as well. He did most of these, if not all of them. So that was the deuce and a half. Now we have the personnel carrier right there. And the personnel carrier is the M3A1 half-track vehicle. And this was 1962-1972. And in this vehicle, you got submachine gunner, you got 2 submachine gunners, and you got an officer, you got a driver, a walkie-talkie operator, a marching rifleman, and 2 riflemen shooting, and 5 sitting. So that was this right here, and we've got 2 shooting, we have our officer, and what we need now is we need 2 of these guys right here. And I believe, yeah, we have the marching. So we got the 2 submachine gunners, right? 1, 2, commander, driver, walkie-talkie, standing shooting, and marching, and the 5 sitting. So I don't have the 5 sitting, but we got the walkie-talkie, we have the driver, and I just added those 2 figures to it, which I missed somehow. So that's what we got with that. Cool. All right. So that ends up being our personnel carrier. And then with our personnel carrier, of course, we have tips on building dioramas. Which is pretty neat. It's kind of like a farm thingy going on here. He's working on the vehicle underneath while someone's milking a cow while they're chasing down animals. So that's the tips on building the personnel carrier. And that would be that. What else we got going? Okay, then we have the 135 scale US M4A2 50-ton tank with a 90mm gun, a patent tank. This came out in 1966 and 1972 as a reissue. And we've got those gentlemen right there. So you have, I don't know what you call them, soldier with the bayonet. You got the tank commander. You've got flamethrower. So you got bayonet, tank commander, driver, flamethrower, hand grenade, prone, and Thompson. And we're missing one. We're missing this gentleman right here. So there you go. So that's that. Those two guys are Tamaya and don't belong with it, but they're just there. So that's the patent tank. And there is tips for this. There is. So here's the tips. And